some violent content. Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome to the CE Podcast Show. Today we have a very special guest. He has 2 new hot singles out, Cali Love and Complicated. Let's give Sizzle a warm welcoming. How are you doing, Sizzle? It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Hey, it's an honor to be on the show.
Great. So the fans are definitely interested to know more about you and what you have going on. I noticed your album title is actually called Before I Ignite. How did you actually come up with that title?
It's because it's like everything I came up with was kind of hot. My hood was loving it, you know, all my fans was loving it, and I was like, hey, this time for the takeoff. So I came up with this crazy title, like Before I Ignite. It's like, that's why you see on the album cover, you see half of me in flames, you know.
Okay, well, like I said, I love the album cover. That was very creative. I said, whoever he has doing his artwork, they on point. Definitely on point. So, that's definitely going to attract the audience more, attract more fans. I actually do that too part-time. So, yeah, I definitely understand the value of, presenting something that, the people are actually going to love. So, I do love that about the album cover. That already sold me right away. So the fans are going to love it. So, what should the fans know about Sizzle? Who is Sizzle?
Man, Sizzle is like a 3-headed monster. It's the business side to me. It's the musician side to me, and it's the producer side to me. And it's like, I always try to do something that's outside the box, trying to push the threshold. It's just something to take it to another level. That's my name of my record label, it's Another Level Media Group. It's like, what can you do that's different? What can you do to push it to another level? You're in the hip-hop game, but let's try to add some pop. Let's try to add some rock or some alternative. Let's push it.
Okay. Definitely. I love that aspect, that you're actually going outside the box and, you're adding different genres to your music. So out of your 3 sides that you pretty much said, from the musician, producer, the business side, which one you would think overall controls Sizzle? Which one you think is the dominant one, if there is one?
I would have to say the business side. Is because in this music business, that's why they call it the music business. Business. It's always got to be about the business, or else you're just doing it for fun or you're doing it for a hobby.
Okay. Good answer to that. I was hoping you were going to go with business because, the business, even with just making the music and producing, a lot of fans didn't know that aspect of you, but now that they know that, they may open up other doors. Were you actually interested in, producing for other artists if the opportunity arises, or you're just focusing mainly on just Sizzle?
No, I'm open. I got a couple cats in my camp now. I got a young cat by the name of Tay. He's an R&B singer. He's actually on the song Complicated.
Okay.
And his album, we finishing up his album now. You talking about going to be one of the hottest albums in the R&B? Oh my God! And he has that pop flavor. It's serious.
Yeah, so it's a lot different from what they're playing on the radio now.
Oh yeah.
I tell you, we need something different.
Oh, this cat can really sing. It ain't gonna be no Melodyne, no auto-tune. Hey, this young brother got it together.
Okay, definitely. So, can definitely get his information too as well, since you guys are working together, and you say he's on the Complicated track too. So that definitely opens doors more for you guys. Like, you're really a triple threat. So producing, you rap, you doing what you're doing. Just, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot of phone calls in a little bit. So, overall, I know you touched base a little bit, but just a little bit more in detail. What makes you different from other artists?
I would have to say my versatility, and me always keeping it 100. You know, it's like when you hear a song, when I'm saying, when I'm in the club, hey, that's what I'm gonna make a song out of. If I'm going through some issues with somebody in my circle, hey, I'm gonna make a song about it. We're gonna squash it out and air it out. And at the same time, it's just the versatility. You know, you just can't be in one category or one little box. What makes me different is I gotta do something outside the norm.
Okay, definitely. We definitely need something outside the norm, I'm telling you, because just listening to the radio, it seemed like after a while everything sounds the same, and I love some fresh new music that's just, you know, have you thinking outside the box. So definitely kudos to you for that. Where does your music come from, you would say?
Oh man, I gotta say, I'm so East Atlanta. It's just as hard in Atlanta as just that East Atlanta community. It's like I came up in the hood where, you know, with the Gucci Man, you know, we had the Hard Boys, DJ Land, Rich Homie Quan. It's just the vibe in East Atlanta. You know, it's that ride. You know, it's that bounce. It's just something that it's just you gotta feel it when you go to the community. It just gives you that energy, and I try to push that out in my music. Okay, definitely. So you making Atlanta sound real good. I might have to buy a plane ticket down there, come check out the scenery, because you know I'm partially from Detroit, so you know it's a different setup here. Sometimes you have to go outside the box to, you know, get some people to actually support you, or, you know, do different things. Sometimes you'll get love from people overseas before you get some in your own community. So, and that's what I'm trying to say. And I had to speak on that also. Basically, this is just my opinion. If we look back at the Bible, we look at Jesus. Jesus went outside. He didn't do any miracles in his own time. He did them on the outskirts. Yeah. The reason why, because the most of that, your haters and the people that want to pull you down, is going to come from your own circle, your own home, your own family, your own city. You got to go outside the box first. And once you build a height there, then come home, and they'll salute you. Yeah, I noticed that's typically how it seems like it goes, you know, and some people, it affects them here or even maybe in your community where they may get a negative reaction and it just kills their dream. But then you have those other ones who have the mindset, you know, of you and I, let me go outside the box, let me go test it here. And you'll get love in different areas, and it seems like it spread right back to your hometown, and that's when you start getting recognition. But you know, it takes that fire, that fuel to actually keep pushing, you know, to even get to that point, to reach the ones on the outside, to even bring it back. So definitely, I respect that a whole lot about you, you know, even for that, and even playing on references from the Bible. You know, that's a good metaphor to actually use for people, you know, to actually open up their eyes and to get them thinking about it, you know. You had to go through some struggles. It wasn't a little walk in the park. So definitely I can respect that. So the fans definitely want to know, what can we expect from this album? Just expect what I like to call it now. I call it the Sizzle experience. When I just talk to my fans, just get ready for the Sizzle experience. Don't just think you're gonna get, you know, your average songs that's on the radio that's been played throughout the day. You go get hit with some R&B, you go get hit with some, you know what I'm saying, some old hip hop, you go get hit with some alternative pop, you know. It's gonna have that trap vibe, you know, it's gonna have everything all in one. Okay, so they can expect just all different genres, but you still gonna have dominantly the trap music, the trap to just back it up. Yeah, you know, you gotta know how to mix it in. Okay, definitely. And I know you kind of touched bases on it, but I know the fans want to know too. Who are your influences? Who are your, you know, favorite artists? Who inspires you? I gotta say, I'm a big Dr. Dre fan. I'm a big Timbaland fan on the production side. Lyrically, hey, you know, you gotta go with the greats, the Biggies, the Pops, and I just ate Eminem, you know, Nas, you know, and on the other side, the king of all, Michael Jackson. You know, I don't care who you are as an artist, you go find one of your songs, you go try to imitate something that Mike does.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, it's in everything. Like he made music, he created moves, and just stand the test of time. Just an excellent performer, and people have a lot of big shoes to fill. Stepping in his shoes, but as long as you're an innovator and you creating something new, you on the road. You don't have nothing to worry about. Plus, when I let the fans hear this, they're gonna love the tracks, and I'm definitely promoting it. I definitely promote music that I love, and when people have a background story behind it to back it up, they definitely want to make a change. I respect that, and that makes me want to push it harder for them to help them. So
that's what's up.
Definitely, like I said, push new music to me whenever you do have it. Like I said, I would love to, share more with it with the fans. And yeah, one more thing I did want to ask: where can the fans contact you? What would be the best way to reach you?
Best way you can get me on Facebook. I got my fan page. It's Big T Sizzle. On Twitter is at I am Sizzle. No, it's I am Sizzle AMG. Also, I got my own website. It's whoissizzle.com.
Okay. And you guys heard it first. Sizzle, get ready for the Sizzle experience. You can't expect one thing. Expect everything. Expect a ball of fun. So I'm definitely, looking forward to everything it has to offer. And I know these guys are too. And I just want to thank you so much for even just coming on the show, taking out time to just, tell us about all the awesome things you have going on.
Hey, and I want to thank you for the opportunity. Hey, my pleasure.
Anytime. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.